coming on this cold January day. We're here today to raise awareness of this evil experiment on children. Wes Streeting, we demand that you stop this trial. Our first speaker today is still Tish. Tish is the parent of a gay son who has been prescribed puberty-blocking drugs and synthetic sex hormones via the NHS. She researched the capture by gender ideology of the British state and the charity sector. Please welcome Tish.
Can I just check that everybody can hear me? Right. So what I want to start by talking about is why. Why do people think that you need to block puberty? And one set of thinking is, well, we've got trans adults, so we must have trans kids. And that's part of the story. But the other part of the story is, I cover a lot of adult males who have transitioned, usually in middle age, and they've usually got a backstory of sexual fetishes. They've cross-dressed with in their sister's clothes, their mum's underwear, and that usually involves masturbation. And in order for them to distract everybody from that sexual shame, they will usually tell a backstory. They may admit to the cross-dressing and the masturbation, but they will also say, I knew when I was 3. And that places their desire pre-puberty and pre any sexual desire. So that is one very dark reason why there is this vested interest in having children. Now, this is also a tale of two sexes, because superficially, you can take a female at whatever age and you can dose her up on testosterone, and you'll have a small looking man with a wispy beard, but you can superficially create a facsimile passive person. You cannot do that with males. So these middle-aged fantasies have the... Sad for them, they feel really disappointed that they don't pass. So they want to promote puberty blocking for males. So it is a tale of two sexes, and it's a tale of sexual fetish. But the other thing that we need to remember about the puberty blocking is, for males, they will have 98% who start on puberty blockers progress to cross-sex hormones. They will have a stunted genitalia and all the usual forms of creating a neo-vagina, a fake, whatever you want to call it, a faux vagina, which is nothing of the sort. They have to have much more difficult surgeries, often using things like colon. So it doesn't even succeed in terms of being the best possible outcome. Not that I think there is a best possible outcome for this at all. It should simply not be happening. Now, you might not know that the origins of this was called the Dutch Protocol. And in the Dutch Protocol, they only had 75 participants. They had lower IQs, they had problems with brittle bones. All of these kids will be sterile, don't forget that as well. But one 18-year-old boy had stunted genitalia, was put forward to have this big vagina creation surgery, and he died of necrotizing fasciitis. So don't get me wrong, I'm not arguing for any of this that we can do it a better way. I'm just pointing out that even if you look at this situation through their own ideology, it is a fail. It is cruel, it's unnecessary, and it should not be happening. And I'll just add on one final moment. I kept my son safe for 10 years. I kept him away from puberty blockers at much personal cost. And at 19, they went ahead and got the cross-sex hormones, but they also blocked puberty at the same time. And I asked an endocrinologist about a year after he'd started, is it possible that we could stop them and then he'll get brain maturation? Because don't forget, brains are maturing to 25. We do not know all the things that are going to happen in that window, 19 to 25. And simply do not know. So I'm just going to finish there because I've got a lot of speakers here. Absolutely no to puberty blockers. This should not happen. West Streeter will never live this down. It is sexual lobotomies for gay, autistic and vulnerable kids. Thank you.